we have to make sure that he stays in office, because it's not about Southwest Florida. He'll return the pork, he'll do better than anybody else will do on the federal level, because he's a hard worker. But we need him in DC as much as possible to make sure that he fights back against the social left, the Marxist left, the people that literally don't want to admit that America is the greatest country in the world. We gotta have Byron Donalds in DC, and that's why tonight's important. If you know people that weren't here tonight who need to meet Byron Donalds, make sure that they get to meet him, make sure that they cut checks, because we gotta send him back to DC, because there's a whole lot more work to do. So Byron Donalds, come on.
So, I like this effect. This is cool. You know what? First thing I gotta say is thank you. You guys have made it real special and very simple to represent the best congressional district in the United States of America. I try to tell my colleagues all the time, like, I have the best district in the country. And they swear up and down. They're like, oh no, my district is great. And I listen to them, and I'm like, well, tell me about your district. And they start talking. And I'm like, uh-huh. And they're like, yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? I was like, that's a cool place. I wish I would go there. They're like, so tell me about your district. I said, well, my district is Cape Coral, Fort Myers, Naples. Yes, Bonita Springs, Jesse. If I don't say Bonita Springs, Jesse's gonna hurt me. Bonita Springs, Naples, Marco Island, Sanibel Island, Captiva Island, Lehigh Acres, Boca Grande, Bukelia, St. James City, I got it all. And they sit there, and a look comes over their face. And this is a look of reality. Because they're like, oh shoot, you do have the best district in America. Look, I gotta tell you real quick, and this is not a policy speech. This is not even a political speech, even though this is a political rally. Yes, I'm running for re-election, and with all of your help, I'm gonna win re-election. Yes, I battle the Democrats, and with your help and the help of the people who are not even here, we're gonna take back the House this fall. But we're in the middle of a bigger battle. We're in the middle of a culture battle. We are in the middle, to quote the current occupants of the White House, we're in a battle for the soul of America. And unfortunately for that gentleman, we are going to win the battle for the soul of America. Oh, yeah. You see, J. Mart is right. I've been around the country a lot, and it's been a little tough to be home. Although I sneak it, trust me, I come home a little bit more than y'all realize. I come in, I'm at Publix, I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, I'm shopping, I'm doing my things, taking care of my kids, so on and so forth. But I've been around the country, and I'm telling you right now, America is thirsty for Florida. Yes. I was in Massachusetts, and they were like, how can we be Florida? I was in Illinois, how can we be Florida? I was in California. Oh, no. God bless. In California, you know, it's like, you know, old Southern women like to say, just bless your heart. Bless your heart. But the people are hungry. The people want conservative values. The people want an end to the foolishness. The people want their country to work. The people want America back on track. The people want America to lead. And the conservative movement is the only vehicle that will deliver that. And starting in November, we're going to deliver for America. When I'm around the country, people ask me about Southwest Florida. And I tell them all the time, Southwest Florida is a meritocracy. I was with a new couple this morning, just moved here from California. And they were like, tell me about the political landscape of Southwest Florida. I said, Southwest Florida is a meritocracy. People have done well in their careers and they've moved here. They're in the middle of their careers and they come here. They're starting out their families and they live here. And no matter who you are, where you came from, all over the country, the people of Southwest Florida just want one real simple thing. They want you to be credible, they want you to work hard, and they want you to get the job done, and they want you to make sure the water doesn't get dirty. Like, that's the four, okay? Those are the four things. And so coming here into this place when I was all of 24 years old when I moved here, when I didn't know a soul or anything, the only thing I ever knew how to do was just continue to work hard and just be who I was. And 20 years later, well really 18 years later, but now 20, you guys presented me with the honor, and it is a distinct honor to represent you in Congress.
Woo!
But I told you what the job was gonna be like. See, I told you 2 years ago that if you give me this job, I'm gonna go vote, and I'm gonna vote right, and I know some of y'all watch my votes all the time, because we get the emails. Trust me, some of y'all got my cell phone, I get the text messages. Some of y'all gonna get blocked. I'm just kidding. I don't do that. Unless you get crazy, then I got to block you. Nobody's done that yet. But the other thing I told you that I was gonna do is I was gonna take the message of conservatism all across the country. It's what we know here in Southwest Florida, and it has worked for Southwest Florida. It is what we know for Florida, and it's made Florida the envy of the other 49 states. And you have my promise again that if I'm reelected, and I got a good idea we're gonna get reelected. Who here thinks so? Who here thinks I'm gonna get reelected? Okay, I think we're gonna get reelected. But you have my word that we go ahead and get reelected again, I'm gonna do the same thing. I've talked to members of the Capitol Police who laid down everything and gave their all on January 6th. I've talked to them. And they're not into this politics stuff. They came and they serve and they just want to do their job. They just want to be thanked for it. I thank them every single day. Larry's with me, we talk to him every single day. When we go in the Capitol, when we come out of the Capitol. And I gotta tell you, a lot of those officers, they pull me on to the side. And it's right, Larry? They pull me to the side and they go, hey man, we see what you're doing and we like it. Wait, where are you going? Come here. Don't sleep, come here. Come on. They pull me to the side and they say, we see what you're doing. We thank you for it. Ladies and gentlemen, my wife, Erika Donalds. Marty, is she in the shot? Okay, you stand right there. You do what you do. You stand there? Yes. You see, in Southwest Florida, we like women, and we know what women are.
We also know what mothers are, not birthing people.
Amen.
So you see, you ain't got nothing to worry about, because if I don't do the right thing, I gotta go home to her. That's a problem. I'm not giving you the microphone anymore. You'll get me in more trouble. But anyway, I talk to officers and they want to be thanked for what they do. They're not begging for thanks, but you can tell by looking at their eye, like, man, just acknowledge me. Acknowledge what I do. And acknowledge that I'm here to keep you safe. And we do that. They pull me on the side and say, Byron, you're doing the right thing. We're watching you. And we see what you're doing. And we like it. I'll talk to young kids all across the country. They'll be like, man, I heard you on like TikTok, or I heard you on Snapchat, or I heard you on Instagram, and I just like what you said, and I follow you, and I tell people all the time about you. We were at Turning Point USA in Tampa yesterday. And we were talking to the Student Leaders Summit. These are the college students, SGA presidents of the chapters that they have. So they told me before we went in, they go, we want to let you know that you are like the most requested person to talk to. Like the students want to talk to you. I was like, really? That's pretty cool. But the reason why is because I don't hide it from them. I don't sugarcoat it from them. We tell them the truth, we tell them the policy, but we tell them the philosophy. We tell them that individual liberty has let more people be free, has led to more economic prosperity, has led to more people leaving other countries around the globe. It's been American liberty that has made America the envy of the world. And it's been the free state of Florida that has let the other 49 be upset and want to come here. So people ask me about November. How do you feel about November? And I got to tell you, I feel real good about November. I feel excellent about November. I'm excited about November. Because what we're about to see is a complete rejection of the Democrat agenda and the Democrat policy. Their party is crazy. I often talk about the text messages I get from my cousin during the State of the Union. I'm not going to talk about my cousin. I'm going to talk about my aunt. Here's where I'm going to close with you. My aunt is a nurse, lives in Miami, she's registered Democrat. She just says, oh, Byron, you're in politics, that's nice of you. Because, you know, she's my aunt. I'm like a little kid to her, right? She texts me frantic. Why are they making me take this vaccine? I've been a nurse for 30 years. Why are they doing this to me? Who's doing this to me? And I said to her, I'm dying. This is Joe Biden. If you want something different, you gotta vote different. So Southwest Florida, we're gonna give America something different in November. And just for you here at home, Jen Hopes, good to see you. Just for you here at home, all of you, whether you were with me way back when in 2010, or 2012, or 2016, or even 2020, depending on how 2020 shaped out, the one thing I do know now, Southwest Florida is united behind a conservative vision, and I'm gonna make sure the rest of the country knows that vision. God bless you guys. Thank you for coming here. Let's go win in November.